What is going on? This is Black Aries with another Black Ops 3 gameplay commentary. Today we are talking about the 5 reasons why I think Black Ops 3 or Call of Duty in general is going to die sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. At number 1, we have weapons in supply drops. Now, this is rough, because when this first came out in Advanced Warfare, it was a really cool idea. It was all like, hey, cool, this game has over 105 different types of guns. This is amazing, this is incredible, this is, whoa, we've never seen anything like this before, right? Until we realized, literally, it was, no, we still had the regular, like, 25 to whatever guns, but they just had, like, 6 or 7 variants of each, and 4 or 5 of those variants sucked. That's just what happened. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this game has been out, Black Ops 3 in particular, Black Ops 3 has been out for 10 months, and I have only two ranged weapons. I have the FFAR and the Shadow Claw. That is it. That is absolutely ridiculous. In 10 months, I only have 2 weapons? Are you serious, Treyarch? Bruh, I got reskinned knives out the wazoo. I'm gonna tell you right now, I got wrenches, bats, all the different stuff. But I still don't have any. That is absolutely ridiculous. You can't have any continuity with a game that you can't really get any new stuff in. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. Number 2. We're talking about supply drops in general. Supply drops are something that, once again, started out in Advanced Warfare, but we never really understood how terrible they were until we got a little bit later into the game. Advanced Warfare basically kind of like shielded us from how terrible they are. We're basically paying for things. You don't have to pay for supply drops. You really don't. But most likely you're gonna at least once. And you're paying money for things that used to be just in the game naturally. Like, for example, getting a skin, right? They used to just put a billion skins into a game. And if they did, if they did have some extra skins on the side, then yeah, you can pay for those. It's fine. Guns. This is the big part. If you wanted to play if you had to get a certain gun, usually it would either just come with the season pass, or they would just automatically have it in the game. They would just unlock it later, things like that. Or or even better yet, you would just grind towards the gun. It wouldn't be a whole no. You have to get it by chance. You might get the gun. You might get it. Supply drops are, honestly, you are paying for content that is that should have already been in the game, that in past games was already put into the game, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Because I've spent $99. Actually, we'll get into that later. But I've spent a lot of money in this game. And I have nowhere near the full amount of content. Like, I have about 20% of the content that's in this game. And this thing is already done with its cycle. Like, we're in 2 months, Infinite Warfare is coming out. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know what to do. I really, really don't know what to do. Number 3. We are talking about hardly any Season Pass content. Like, barely any. It is extremely minuscule. If you think about it, think about the old days, 2005, 2006, 2007, anytime around there, where if you got a season pass, it meant something. If you got a season pass, you're like, yo, I am dedicated to this game, and they're going to reward me for being dedicated to this game. Like I said before, I paid $99 for Black Ops 3, right? I got the digital copy. I got it early, too, because I was like, yo, I'm about to make a YouTube channel. It is about to be super fresh, super duper fresh. It's going to be awesome, right? And I looked at the content, and I'm like, this doesn't seem like a lot, but, maybe they're probably going to throw some things in there. I trusted them. I trusted the fact that they were going to throw in more content, right? But guess what they gave me? They gave me 4 maps. Every single time a DLC came out. 4 maps. That is my season pass. And people started complaining, which you really should, because that's awful. And what happened was, so they're like, oh, okay, no. What we'll do is, we'll give you guys 10 rare supply drops and 1 weapon bribe. It's like, oh, so a guaranteed weapon. That's cool. It's something I kind of wanted before, but, whatever. I think the reason, biggest reason I'm salty about this weapon bribe is because I got the RSA interdiction. By the way, with the weapon bribe, it was the same thing as a rare supply drop. It just guaranteed a weapon. So you're sitting here with a, guaranteed weapon bribe. That's cool, but you can still get duplicates. That's 1. 2, you couldn't pick and choose which weapon you wanted, which you would assume would be the case. No, not assume. You would want that to be the case. Be like, okay, Yeah, it's weapon bribe. Yeah, you know, whatever. But here's our giving back to you guys. You can pick whatever weapon you want. If you wanted to use the marshals, here, get a marshal. If you want to get the HG40, here's an HG40. You know, you can pick whichever one you wanted. No, that wasn't it. I got the RCH addiction. So I got the pooiest, the absolute, like, poo on a stick sniper rifle in this game. Like, I got the worst sniper in the game for being a season pass holder. That's what I got. It didn't feel too good. It didn't feel too good. It's like just reward us in different ways. You don't have to go crazy off the top. You know, like you don't have to do all of the crazy stuff. I'm just saying, put in content that is worth the extra $35 I'm paying you. Actually, now think about it, 99 extra $40 I'm paying you. Just give me the content that makes up for that. You know what I'm saying? I really I felt pretty cheated. I felt pretty cheated that I put in this much extra money and I got 4 maps that, I'll be honest with you, not sometimes, most of them I didn't even like. I didn't even like some of the maps that they put out in these DLCs, but those are the ones I got. Like, I $40, not including supply drops extra that I gave y'all. For what? Let me know, Treyarch. Let me know, please, because this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I know you guys can do better. That's because I just feel like Activision is so much about money that they do not care what happens to anybody. They don't care what happens to their fans. They don't care what happens to their sponsors, anything like that, because they're getting enough money out of supply drops and getting enough money by giving us the most minimal amount of content that is just, it's whatever to them. Complaints are whatever. And that has to change, obviously. Number 4. At number 4, we have not listening to fans. I already kind of brought this up coming into the, this is number 4. But it's a problem. Why is it a problem? Well, let's find out. So we have Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, right? Those are the 2 that came out with Advanced Movement. With greater movement and stuff like that. People have been very, very open and honest about the fact that they don't like it. It's a problem. They don't like it. They want to go back to boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground, all the bullshit. Boots on the ground is not as big a deal to me because I feel like in Black Ops 3 it's a good balance of boots on the ground and movement. I enjoy the movement. I really do. I like it. But the fact that Activision or Treyarch or whoever it is just completely has not cared to change any of it. There's reasons for that. We will talk about that in a little bit. But they just haven't cared to change any of it. It's kind of a problem. And you're going into Infinite Warfare with 1, you're going with Advanced Movement. 2, you're going in with still having supply drops. Like, you're still gonna have supply drops when the entire life cycle of Black Ops 3 and most of Advanced Warfare, people have been complaining about it. But they do not listen to their fans. They don't care about what the fans have to say. They're completely driven by monetary gain. And these are like the really big heavy hitters of why COD is gonna die. People are gonna be really tired of having to deal with this company that does not believe or doesn't support them the way we believe and support in them. You see what I'm saying? It's a give and take. It's a give and take. Number 5. And each COD is in development a few years before it gets released. Now, I said this in the previous video a while ago, but each COD is made, so, okay, let's back up. Black Ops 3 was starting to be made about 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, right? And now people are talking about the backlash of Advanced Movement with supply drops and all that kind of stuff like that. They started making the next Call of Duty about 2 years ago, right? And you're kind of sitting here like, wait a second, they're already in development. They don't have the ability to change the entire game to fix it. You see what I'm saying? And that's, I don't know. I don't see them fixing a game after it's already been completely made. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share.